Fresh out of his seminar at this year's EIBTM, I'm talking to Cedric Calhoun from RecertTrack. Cedric, I was deliberately vague in my introduction because there's quite a lot of things happening with you and the meetings industry at the moment. But first of all, tell us about your seminar at EIBTM.
So, Ian, I spoke about the value and importance of certification to the industry and to members, and so really trying to create a baseline understanding of what certification really is to this industry and why it's very important that folks pursue it and support it.
So explain that a little bit more. I mean, from a general sort of business travel and meetings bar perspective, for those guys who are putting the association events together, why is certification important?
Well, it's important because it creates a baseline knowledge, and then what happens is there are standards that are associated with that. And so what those individuals then with that certification can say is, I have baseline knowledge, I have a standard whereby I actually have to apply to, and then they can move forward with the recognition and awareness of what they do as a profession.
And so it's basically a rubber stamp for corporates and associations to say that the guys who they're working with have reached a certain level, have got a certain level of experience. And how does RecertTrack get involved with that?
Well, so now RecertTrack actually is a portal that allows individuals to track their continuing education against their recertification requirements. So then it allows that individual to know where they are at any given point in time during their cycle.
And of course, that's critical to them gaining certification and proving their credentials.
Absolutely, and what we also do is we also provide them with reminders every quarter, so there's not that opportunity for them to forget about it or not see that it's due until a month or two before it's actually due. So we make sure that we actually help out the end user as well.
Because I guess in the throes of busy meetings and events life, those sort of things probably get pushed to the back, don't they?
Well, they absolutely do, and a lot of what happens is, or the requirement right now is that everything is in a hard copy file, and so you go to a meeting, you forget to print something out, you get busy. A year goes by, you completely forget about what you took, where you took it. With RecertTrack, we allow the individual to actually load that information into the system and then actually upload the documentation as well, so that they actually have an electronic folder versus the hard copy folder now.
And I suppose with a lot more activity with the industry, particularly with like new countries coming online, much more geographical competition, what this kind of certification does, it gives them a competitive edge.
Well, absolutely it does. Because what they can then do is when those certifications are recognized in those different countries, and when it expands, they're seen as having baseline knowledge that the person without it doesn't have. And so when folks really start to look at those certifications as employment-based, to say if you don't have this certification, we're not even going to look at hiring you, that's really when that value and importance really is going to take hold.